Hey, it's Karu, and welcome to my brand new Interloper YouTube only series called The Record Keeper. Now, the aim of this series, you may be wondering, slightly different from my last one, but I'm a big fan of the lore of The Long Dark, so I wanted to tell you the stories of the game that are in the game while also playing a Looper Run. So we're going to find all 34 notes that are hidden in the world. Well, not hidden, most of them are pretty easy to find, but yeah, scattered throughout the world of Great Bear, and read the notes together. So it'll help to bring together that fantastic picture. Now I'm going by the wiki, which historically has had a few issues here and there with accuracy or information not being quite what it's supposed to be, omitted, etc. But I know people have been working on it over the last little while, and they have added notes that have been found, and for example, the zone of contamination. So we do have to go there. But yeah, we're going to see where we spawn and take it from there. I thought it'd be a nice, fun challenge. It's not too punishing. The last one was a little bit punishing. But it's just, it explores my favorite things about the game, which is its storytelling, but also getting to travel around the whole map. So yeah, no other restrictions on the Loper, just lope while finding the stories. So let's see where the game throws us in. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see where we spawn. Now I always pick the same thingies, these two. Obviously this is very handy. This is very handy. Fairly handy, but you know, I've got what I want. Oh, oops. No, activate. All right. Let's see what we end up. No black rock, or I'm gonna re-roll. It's just the way I go. I'm not starting in a map with Timbies when I also don't a map that I don't really know very well. Ooh. I don't want to look. I don't want to cheat. I wanted to guess. Is this Timberwolf? Or is this... Where is this? I don't know all the new spawn points since the DLC changed them. This is not familiar at all. Interesting. Let's find out where we are together. Somebody in the chat is screaming that they know where we are. I think we're in Timberwolf. Yes. Yes. Well, where the heck have they put me? Is this above the bear? Yes. Okay, so we're above... Yeah, there's the bear over there. Okay, I know exactly where we are. Okay, cool. Well, this means I get to the Mountaineer's hut pretty simply. Let's go around this way to do that, though. And it is dusk. Okay. Now the good news is there is a cave over here I can pass time in that will be warm. Bad news is if I wanted to go to Mountaineers, there's a lot of wolves between me and that spot. And my throwing to distract wolves skills are not amazing. Shh, Astrid, shush, yes, we know, we know. Good news is, crouching exists. The bad news is, they always see you eventually. So yeah, I can go into that cave just there. But I don't have a light source to get through it. So what I want to do is go down here and then run straight, but I'd be probably running through the bear. What's a burdock? This box. Shh, Astrid, it's okay. I'm only 2 down cold though, which is nice because it's kind of foggy. So yeah, normally I would go down. So you can come down from the summit, like the plane's just up there. You can come down here and then I normally goat down here, which I can do. I can try and get lucky and avoid the bear and the wolves and
I
stuff.
can't feel my hands.
Let's see. Let's see how lucky we get. I don't normally do this, but let's give it a go. Oh yeah, this is totally different from what I normally do. It's working, it's working. Until it doesn't. Yeah, until it kind of... Oh. Oh. Oh, that was extremely lucky. Oh my god. I mean, this seems like a likely goat that other people use, but I usually go down that side. A little bit less terrifying. Okay. Those early Lopa days when you're sort of like, what the heck?
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
Astrid, I literally just crouched to listen, and you're yapping. Thought I heard the bear. But he was walking. He wouldn't have made it to there yet. I'm running past resources, I am aware. In case anyone's like, what the shit is she doing? She's running straight past stuff she could use. I know. Now, I normally come down here, but there's probably going to be a wolf at the bottom of the river. And I can't really survive a wolf attack. Nope, that's not a wolf. Just using the sharp edges of your screen when you've got like high POV setting on. If you turn to the edge of your screen, you can see a little bit clearer. It's kind of a little cheap, but I usually have my field of view set at 100. Oh shit, that is a wolf. I don't know what to do. I guess I have to just path where he can't reach me. Just kind of on a steep cliff. And run. He gave up pretty quick. I was kind of impressed. Right. Get in here. Get ourselves going for the night. And then we'll check the fishing hut tomorrow. That's why you throw the rock when you don't mean to, because there's this weird pause where the words don't come up immediately. Also, you shouldn't have the rock out, but you know, paranoia. Ah, my old stomping ground, quite literally. Alright. Should be matches in here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Up here. Sometimes you luck out and there's a second box. We'll get the note, because that's the purpose of the challenge, but I'll just grab everything else first. Let's put the stone away. Got enough firewood to keep us warm tonight. You can also bust down stuff in here. So there's 2 notes in here.
I've never felt so cold.
One's a memento though. I'm not going for mementos, I'm going for notes. Looking at 0 in here anyway, so in the bed I might be okay. Yeah. Sleep an hour in the bed so we're a little bit warmer. And we made it to our first location. Which is pretty nice timing. If we bust this, it gives us a little extra fire. And same thing with the one over here. If you're wondering why I'm looking that way, it's because the screen that I used to record is brighter than the screen where I used to just
My fingers feel numb.
you know, the screen where I'm playing the game. Sorry, I lost my words there for a minute. There's usually stuff under the bed, yeah. To put all this clothing on. Alright. Nothing on the mantle. Okay, let's put this clothing on. It's not great, but it'll do. Stave off hypothermia for a little while. Okay. We're going to light the fireplace. Huzzah! Light! And,
Come on, little fire.
I'm going to check and see if there's any other notes. I think there might be another note in Timberwolf. I have a horrible feeling there's one at the summit. But hey, we can always summit later. Oh, check it out. Check it out. Right, let's check out our note. So we've got one over here, which is a scroll message. A memento with a survival hint. It's telling you about a cave. And then here's the note that we're looking for. Arrived at the base of Timberwolf Mountain. Looks like there are some nice cracks, just like Clive said. Going to set up a top rope and do some bouldering. I'm reading it this way because it's more fun. Until the others show up, hopefully soon. Wondering if my friends got lost as they still haven't arrived. Woke up in the night to a deafening noise and fire on the mountain. Went to check it out, but the weather got nasty and I couldn't find my way. Clear day, I went out again, found some metal cargo crates that look like they might have come from a plane. There's still smoke coming from the summit. I'm heading out to see if I can make it to the peak and learn more about what's going on. There we go, kids. Note number 1. Okay. Let's place our little can. Make some water. And let's take a little stock take of what we've got. So we've got firewood. We've got 11 matches. No first aid. I can make, however... Oh, I haven't picked anything up. I was going to say, I can make a tea. I cannot. So, yeah. Food, we have just the 6 cattails I've been picking up. And 2 cans of soda. We have a book and a stone. And, yeah, not even enough old man's beard to make a full thing. Right, we're going to throw everything on here. I'm going to hold on to the coal. Just for now. It will keep us alive. We're using the water to pass the time, but also to make water. Making water in a can in early Lopa is, I find, extremely tedious. You're constantly trying to make sure you have enough water because it's not as good as a pot. So if I've got a chance to have a long fire, I might as well just make a crap load of water. Right, we have an hour and a half on the fire. We have probably 4 hours until it's daylight. So what I'm going to do is chuck the last of our firewood. Oh, I didn't, my bad, I didn't boil it. Alright, we got an hour and a half. Okay, let's do one more lot, and then we'll leave. Almost dawn. We'll take a bunch of torches, and we will head to Pleasant Valley. But firstly, I'm going to check the wiki and see, which I'm going to turn into a spreadsheet, by the way, so I can tick things off. Let's see. There are no other notes in Timberwolf Mountains. We've actually ticked off Timberwolf Mountain already, and we can go to Pleasant Valley. There are 2 notes in Pleasant Valley, one in the farmstead and one in the outbuildings, inside the red barn on the table. Okay, so yeah, 2 notes to get a PB. I will use this torch to make sure I didn't miss anything while I was here, because in the dark, when you're looting a place, you miss stuff all the time. But yeah, it seems quite still, quiet. There's only going to be a moose between us and the exit, so let's go and see if we can get out of here. Bit of a breeze, but I don't think it'll go out. Sure, I heard moose hoofs, but he hasn't honked. Oh, I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna get lost. This is the way I always go, and now I'm doubting myself.
Jesus, it's cold.
Now I'm doubting myself. So I'm gonna wait till there's a bit more light. I'm just worried. I was sure I heard like something, you know, like kind of the scuff of hooves. I don't have enough time to break this down or anything. It's gonna take half an hour. Yeah, I'm just gonna put her in the bed for like 2 hours. Hope that it doesn't get too cold in here. The embers should keep us warm, sort of. The fire will go for half an hour. The embers will go for 15 minutes-ish. There we go. Okay, we're freezing, but we're alive. So, I guess we're gonna waste it. Not waste, but you know, we're gonna use a match. My god, I swore that was a wolf for a second. Now, I know I know this route so well, but my brain, after what something that happened in a previous series, which if you haven't seen it, no spoilers, my brain just went, you know what, you don't know where you're going, and you can hear something, and you should just go back.
Think about his food.
So I just had a moment there where I was like, you know what, better safe than sorry. I got to about here, and I heard like, and it sounded like him doing his scratch in the snow kind of thing. Before he gets like, you know, but then he never did the honk, so I don't know. I've got the markings, but I don't know if it was him or whether it was just my own brain mistreating me. Can't see him over there. He normally likes to be over there. There's usually a backpack down on the ice here. Now, there shouldn't be any wolves between me and the exit. I'm not lighting my torch unless I see one. I know I'm cold, I know I'm losing condition, but I'm gonna keep it, keep my matches. I'm sure I can get to the cache without losing too much condition. And it's only gonna give me 3 degrees, and it's currently minus 36, so the torch is actually not gonna help me in terms of warmth or anything. I'm sticking to the right just in case he does sort of appear out of nowhere. That was the noise, that noise. And I actually think it was Astrid. I actually think it was a sound that I'm not used to her making with her feet. Which made me panic there for a second. But I mean, I do know that the moose does spawn there now. We've got markings. That, again, you guys hearing that? It honestly sounded like the Morris the moose. Little clompy clomp, you know? So my bad, but still, I'm glad that I waited, even though I'm cold and all of that. Now, I'm not worried about preserving energy because I'm not going to climb down. I'm going to goat. So.
I'm starving.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. So we're going to get to the Prepper's Cache and then I'll call it for this episode. It's a good sort of establishing the run episode. I'm going to start streaming tonight shortly, so I don't want to be recording for too long, as much as I love recording. And this challenge seems like it's going to be fun, I think. I like lore. Let's hope we can keep her alive for all 34 notes. There's only 25 that the game counts in the menu, by the way. I think that's just because, like, the locations you can map, they just haven't updated all that stuff with the new areas and stuff. Give her a little bit of calories. I didn't give her the whole thing. Normally with a soda, like, I only use it when I need both.
Oh, I'm starving.
I can give her a cattail. We'll find lots of food in PV, hopefully. So we'll need to think about where we want to go after PV, where we want to forge, etc. So if you don't know the game that well, forging in the Long Dark is how you create weapons, arrowheads, etc. Especially on Interloper when you have no tools spawn in the game, you know? Done this a slightly different way this time. Let's hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. Oh, here we go. Here's a little crevice that I like to go into. Bounce down it. Bounce down this one. And then fall. Well done me. Oh well, that's fine. And here we are. I can kind of see. I usually look at the ladder, walk backwards, and then walk to the right, and then you look down and hope for the best. Where's the ladder? There. Cardboard box is a good sign. Normally a bed next to it. Here. Just gonna give her a sleep friend how to warm her up. Let's give her a note first, what we're doing. So, Timwolf Mountain. 1 out of 1. PV. 0 out of 2. Heading to the farmhouse and barn. Alright, let's give her an hour to sleep and get the save, and yeah, thanks very much for watching me. I'll see you in a couple more days for more of The Record Keeper. Hope you enjoyed this so far. See you soon. Bye, bye.